Psalm 34:18 says, "The Lord is near to the brokenhearted." It's a psalm attributed to David. And I would say that in my own life, I identify with those words a great deal. 11 years ago, I published a book, Let Me Have My Son, a book I wish that I never had to write. It didn't start out as a book. It began as prayer letters sent to friends by email. I asked them if they would pray for my son, my firstborn child, who was diagnosed with schizophrenia at the age of 16. I'm reminded of Eric Clapton, whose son Connor fell accidentally out of a 53rd story window in Manhattan, fell to his death. Eric Clapton, in the wake of that tragedy, wrote Tears of Heaven. He won 3 Grammy Awards for that beautiful song, but I'm sure he wishes that he never had to write it. I think of Pastor Rick Warren and his wife, whose son committed suicide. He evidently had mental health problems leading up to that tragic event. And in the wake of their suffering, he said something that resonates with me at a very deep level. He said, "Do not waste your pain." And today, I find myself at a place in life where I do carry pain, but where I'm also determined to not waste that pain. My son is now 35 years old, and he's in a mental hospital still. But over these last couple of years in particular, I've been moved to put his story into a script. And of course, it's not just his story, but it's the story of his family, his parents, his siblings. And that story now exists as a screenplay. It's called The Puzzle Factory. You wonder, well, what does The Puzzle Factory refer to? The Puzzle Factory, if you look up the meaning in the Urban Dictionary, you'll find it's a slang expression for the insane asylum. It's the backdrop to this story. It appears to be a place of dead ends, pieces of a puzzle that don't fit, and yet out of which comes something of exceptional beauty. The pain that is not wasted, and that offers the hope of the resurrection, the hope we have in Jesus. So I want to ask you to be part of our following as we make this film, hopefully in 2019. I want to ask you to, as I did those years ago, support us in prayer. I want to ask you to spread the word about this movie. I want to ask you to consider contributing monetarily to the making of this movie. And I hope and I pray that it will be a movie that will be much more than a movie, that it will be something special, something eternal, something beautiful, that it will express the love of God and inspire you to hope and to have faith. So thank you, and there will be more updates to come, I'm sure. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.